Welcome everybody to episode 1 of the Morning Cup of Joe. We're here 4/19 Sunday. I have my cup of Joe. I hope you have yours. So on this very first edition, obviously sports aren't around, so there isn't a ton to talk about, but I still want to get out there, get to everybody in their homes. I hope everybody's staying safe and hope everybody is making sure to social distance because that's very important in these times. But let's get right down to it. Mike Trout recently came out on NBC Sports, I believe. Yes, and he said, "What are you going to do with family members? My wife is pregnant. What am I going to do when she goes into labor?" And these are great points that are brought up. Obviously, the MLB is trying to get started on their season. And it's going to be a little bit of an abbreviated season because it already is going to be in May, which is unfortunate, but hey, we get baseball. We can't really complain. So right now he's really concerned because his wife is pregnant. He doesn't want to miss the first birth of his child. He doesn't really know if he's going to be playing. If he goes back and he's there's going to be a lot of red flags that's going to be there for him. So Dr. Fauci has assured that the only way sports are going to be played is without fans attending and with frequent testing of all involved around the virus. So everybody that's going to be playing is probably going to have to quarantine for about 2 weeks after, which is tough because that means Mike Trout won't be able to see his kid for the first 2 weeks. I understand his feelings, but I really want to see some baseball being played, and Mike Trout is probably the biggest key to that. I hope he's able to kind of come to terms with that. I hope everything works out for him. I'm not a heartless person. I don't want to see the guy not be able to see his kid for the first time, but I really want to see some baseball being played because everyone knows that's what we've been waiting for. So my big thing is just hopefully everything works out with Mike Trout. Hopefully we get to see baseball very soon, and it's tough right now. These are trying times. So the NBA has always been a progressive league and always tried to stay ahead of the curve. So when I heard about the 2K league and the horse games that they're going to be playing and participating in with some of their players, I was excited. But honestly, it never lived up to the hype to me. I was bored within 20 minutes. Had to turn it off. I was not feeling it. I saw the highlights. Just nothing stuck out to me. I could just go on my own PlayStation and start ripping some 2K. I don't really need to see Devin Booker get going on on 2K. I'm all set. I want to see him on I want to see him on the court playing. That's what they're best at. So I hope as soon as possible Adam Silver can get the NBA going. We can start it with no fans, but I'm just psyched for playoffs. I'm big Celtics fan here, so I want to see how the Celtics can do against the Bucks. I know Giannis is a big task, but we'll see how that goes. Now to the world of combat sports. As recently, UFC 249 was canceled, and I was really pumped up for the card. I knew I saw Tony Ferguson facing off against Khabib, and I was really ready to see them go at it after watching the Khabib Conor fight from a couple years ago. Ferguson's got a lot of skill and he's got a lot of reach, so I was ready to kind of see how he would do against the grappling Khabib. Unfortunately, we will not be able to see that as they have postponed it, and 250 is on the way. So in May 8th, I believe, is going to be the 250 card. So I don't really know how they're going to factor in all those fights that were on docket for UFC 249. So unfortunately, I hope there's a way that they can reschedule that Ferguson Khabib fight, because that was the one I was really highlighting. I really wanted to buy that fight just to see how that would go. Joe Buck, the Fox commentator for baseball and football, the person that everybody loves to hate, came out recently and said that he's ready to commentate on any video that comes his way, just to make sure all that broadcasting chops stay up to par. And he kind of lied on that one. There's one industry he's totally okay with not exploiting, and that is the adult film industry. He was offered $1 million to commentate on an adult film, and he had a kind of a great response. He said, "Depending on the site, they could just be handing some of my money back to me. So I'll hold out for a better offer and try to hold on to my day job." But I have to say I'm flattered. Obviously a big fan. Doesn't think he can bring it up to the level that he needs to. So obviously we won't be hearing any Joe Buck doing adult films anytime soon, unfortunately. Thank you so much for listening for a Morning Cup of Joe. I'm Joe. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got everything you needed out of this recap, and I hope that you'll be watching the NFL draft on Thursday to Saturday. I'm really excited to see if the Cincinnati Bengals do the deed and make sure they lock up Joe Burrow. I believe the kid's going to be a stud after his stellar season at LSU. And I really hope the Patriots go out and grab a quarterback at the 23rd position. I know it's kind of a tough position to get a quarterback because all the top four are going to probably be gone by then. But I believe they can find a gem. I believe in Bill Belichick, and I believe he can turn it around. I'm not very confident in Jarrett Stidham, but we'll see. So till next time. And thank you so much for listening to a morning